business was started back in 1974 by our parents, Benny and Briody. They started off with a staff of 3, manufacturing 30 beds a week. So today we've grown to manufacture up to 1,000 beds a week and have a production staff of over 80. We're very much a community-based organisation. A lot of the staff that work with us are within a 15-mile radius of the premises, and the majority of them have been with us from the very beginning. At the beginning we would have started off in a small factory, maybe 10 to 15,000 square feet, and over the years we've progressed into a facility that's over 80,000 square feet today. Because we make everything ourselves in-house, on top of our own specific range of products, we can tailor-make products to suit customers and to suit the market at the time. A prime example of that would be recently we were just awarded the contract to supply Centre Parks with all their beds. The reason being is that they came to us with a specification, and because we manufacture everything ourselves, we could meet their specification.
The customer doesn't need to hold stock, so if they sell X amount of product over the weekend, we could be with them the following Thursday. So they basically sell to within a week of customer manufacturing delivered. They don't need warehousing, they can basically just sell off the floor, hold no stock, and then delivery within a week. We have our own transport company, so we have complete control over who we deliver to, when we deliver, and how often we can deliver to them, which is a huge benefit. We basically go by demand, so if a customer is badly stuck, we can deliver within 3 days from date of purchase.
I suppose over the years we would have been dependent on third parties for core raw materials within our mattresses. So over the last 10 years we would have brought as much of the manufacturing process in-house, so we have complete control right from the raw material up to delivering the finished product.
The success of the business is very much based around the fact that the guys who own the business live beside the business, live in the community. They know the guys that work with us in Briody's. They've grown up with them. Some of them managed them when they worked on the floor. They're invested in the company, and they know that the staff know that they are invested in them also. It needs to be from factory floor level, that the staff believe in the product, that they believe in the brand, they believe in Briody. And once you have staff that believe that, the product comes, it's a top-class product with passion behind it, and that is seen on the shop floor when the customer goes in and sees All-Star product, All-Star brand on the shop floor. They know that that is a product that they can invest in.
That comes down to the employee. You can't oversee everything. So our employees that are working on the floor all have a responsibility for their own quality, and everyone looks after everyone else's. So on the line, it starts at the beginning, but everyone will check as the product comes to them, is it acceptable? If it's acceptable, they'll continue on with the product. If it's not acceptable, then they return it to the previous employee to say, look, this is not right, you need to fix it. So it works in-house. Everyone has a responsibility for quality control, which makes it work seamlessly.
Well, I think it's a couple of things. The first would be the family ethos behind the business. It's very much family orientated. Along with that, as part of the family would be our workforce, some of whom have been with us since day one, almost 40 or over 40 years, some of them. We obviously have an All-Star product. We're the industry leader in that field. We also have a qualified and experienced team behind us. We're also very community based. We obviously provide employment with the community, but the community is so much a part of our business that we feed back into that. We support a lot of community events. We build a relationship with the community around us, and they support us in return with that.
Well, we all know All-Star is associated with being the best at what you do. So for us to be accredited as an All-Star company, it's fantastic for our staff, number one, but it's also fantastic for all our customers because they know that when they're buying a product by Briody, they're buying an All-Star Irish manufactured product. Going through the All-Star accreditation takes you out of your comfort zone, helps you to stand back and have a look at what you're doing. So it was very challenging but rewarding.
My inspiration would have been my father, who started the business 45 years ago. I worked in the factory then, summer working for 5-6 years. I learned all the tricks of the trade, as they say, as an employee working under various managers. And as progression has gone now, I now have a son, 13, working for the summer there, and he's learning what I learned back in my day. So it's a value, it's a family value, it's a family business, and it's how we learn our trade. You can't learn it out of a book. It's on the factory floor. It's learning it from those that are there and how they work and what they do and how you interact with them and see from the very bottom how it's worked, how it's done, and you progress through life the hard way from the bottom. And that's how we all did it.
Because we're a family-run business, my greatest inspiration would have been my father. I've worked with him all my life. I would have started in the factory when I was 11 or 12 years of age, hopefully being a help, but probably being a hindrance. So I came on board full-time then when I was 21. One thing our father always taught us was quality is key. So we always manufacture up to a standard and never down to a price. So we manufacture quality product at quality price points, and we have a delivery and after-sales service that's second to none. Like every company, I suppose, in the country, the recession hit us all. Over the years, we would have always invested the profits of the company back into the company. We would have reduced our hours over the years and cut the cloth to suit, as they say. So we were lucky enough that we had reserves and we had good staff in place to help us through the recession.
It has progressed in media. We've been trying hard now for the last 2 years to get our name out there as a brand name. And the fact now that we're involved with the All-Star product, it's another step in relation to getting out there and getting more coverage nationwide, which will bring new customers to light that we are not with, but who may come to us now looking to do more business with us. So
there's always challenges. There's always going to be cheap imports coming in, but we are a very innovative company. We're always working on the next big thing. So we're always innovating, manufacturing new ranges. So once we were accredited an All-Star, we decided that we would manufacture an All-Star mattress range, which will be launched this September. So the All-Star bed range is going to be aimed at all our trade retailers across the country. I suppose when starting a business or even working in a business, you always want to try and do everything yourself, which really is an impossibility. So to build a team around you is key, and to have key personnel in key areas of the business. Also, delegation is a big thing, so you have to be able to delegate. Well, I suppose you have to stick to what you know. You know, don't branch off into something that you don't know too much about. So it's always important to stick to what you know, and if you think you have it right, think again, because there's always improvements to be made. So never rest on your laurels, I suppose. So I'd recommend any company to go through the All-Star accreditation process. It takes you out of your comfort zone. It makes you look at what you're doing, what your company is doing, and it's a fantastic achievement once you get the accreditation for your staff, for your company, and even more importantly, for your customers.